ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Minecraft, the Quest for Flight. Well guys, last time I promised you that I would be doing a world tour this time, so we will be doing a little bit of a world tour today, just exploring around and seeing things that you may not have known about, since you haven't been watching right from the beginning. So guys, this little plateau that we're on right now was first discovered a few episodes into this series. Originally, we spawned a bit over that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hop up into our tower here, which I will be talking more about later on, and gain a bit of height so that we can fly off and explore the original place where we spawned in this world. And I'm trying to keep a bit spoiler free here, so I'm trying not to look at too much stuff as we go up. So let's just go through this little platform here. And whoop, first, that was close. I almost jumped without my elytra on. That would have been deadly. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to come over this way. And if you notice here, we have a little caving system. Right over here. Oop. Okay. So this little cave system is where we first spawned, or very, very close to it. I think just across that way a little bit. And we came here, we got our first iron, our first coal, and we started making some tools and stuff. I didn't actually get this iron here, so I don't think I went down this way. But, as you can see, our tower is in the distance over there. And over here is our very first chest, with the stuff that was left in it back from that day. Yep, very nostalgic. And down over this way is the cave that we made our home, where we slept for the night and made sure we were safe. Eventually though, I decided that we needed to move out of the caves now, we needed to have a proper life, we needed to move into that tower. So what I did is I came out, I knew there was this ocean over here from a little bit of exploration. So I hopped into a boat, and I went out this way, out into the sea. Now, in going out into the sea, I didn't even think to go over there. I went over there, all around the area in the ocean, looking through various places, trying to find a place that we could settle and call home. And I went in one big gigantic circle. And eventually, going in that circle led me right back here, to this plateau, and there were horses there. And that's what actually made me decide to settle there, is the fact that there were horses on that plateau that we'd be able to tame and claim for our own, basically. And we, once we settled there, by boat, let me get back on land actually, because swimming in the ocean, even with depth strata, just doesn't feel as fast as running. So let's do that. Alright, now we're running along. So if we come around this corner here, you can actually see a boat that was left here some time ago. Yeah, and also, why I wanted to do so much boating is back when boats were originally fixed, I thought how nice it would be to be able to use those boats, so we did a bit of boating. Boats not working properly were a big thing for a long time, so actually having use of boats is a massive thing now. Coming around here, this is where we first set up originally. When we first landed here, and there were horses all around here and cows. So what we did is we built this long, tall oaken pillar right all the way up to build to quite a height, so that we'd be able to find this place at any time. Excuse my chair squawking in the background. But anyway, this original tower was here right from the beginning. And as you can see, it's still here. This is a furnace, crafting table, chest and bed are probably the oldest items that I have in this game that are still around. Then further on from there, we built this little storage area up here, which is full of chests. This, however, is not my main storage area anymore. As you can see, it's quite messy. It's still got a whole bunch of stuff in it that I need to move down to my main storage area. Here's where all my riches are as well. But anyway, this is where we built that. Up here, we have another room where we've got our enchanting area and our brewing area over there. We've got our ender chest over there. Up here, we have a bit of an armor stand area where I've got various different pieces of armor that I've used throughout time. I've now moved on to the set that I've currently got on. And this is our living quarters over here, where my actual bed spawn is, and various different areas, like just little places to sit and chill. Just to sit on the couch and look out, enjoy the view, and from here you can see the ocean quite nicely. You can also see the ocean temple in the distance there. I don't know how clear it is on YouTube. Eventually I want to build a little balcony over here, move this one, the bed over there somewhere. But for now I've got a little opening here. I've just got my wings on. I always want to check, because I've jumped a few times without my wings on, and that's not good. Over here, however, we have our tree farm, and this is where I'm getting most of my wood supplies and stuff from. We got our birch, our dark oak, our spruce, our acacia. The only particular wood kind that I don't have is jungle, but we do know where jungle wood is because we found it earlier in the season. I don't know if that was on or off camera though, but there is some jungle wood over there which we're going to go and get next time, so tune in next episode if you want to see that. I'll add more to the platform after that, and also I want to make the platform look a bit better up here. So what I've done is I've made each of the colors of the wood respective to the logs. So this is actually how oak wood looks, this is how dark oak, just so it helps me get a sense of the palette of the colors for them. Then if we come over this way, we've created this bridge over here, and originally this bridge was all wood, but once I discovered these blocks and fell in love with them, I had to change it out, and I think these bricks look so nice with the oak wood like that. It just goes so well together in my personal opinion. Here are our 3 puppies that we found, and over in this direction is where our farm is, and this is where we have our cows, our chickens, our pigs, our sheep, all of that we've collected throughout the time together. Here are our horses that we tamed that were running wild. I noticed that a few of them were despawning over time. I don't know if they should or not, or I don't know if they were getting killed or what was happening to them, but I tamed all of them and I put them down here. Here's White Lightning in the diamond armor. He's the best horse, fast, good jumper, all around, awesome horse. Yes, you are. We're going to build a stable for them eventually, but for now I've just got them down this hole so that they don't wander off and get lost anywhere. Over here is our chorus fruit farm, but I don't know, it just seems very out of place here, but what it does provide is a quick way of growing it. I don't know if it will grow underground. I might try that, just dig out a space for it and have it grow underground, because it really looks out of place up top here. Anyway, over here we have our farm, our actual farm, where we've got all sorts of crops growing. We've got our beetroot, our melons, our pumpkins, our carrots, our wheat, and our potatoes, all growing very nicely. We've also got a little water feature coming down here with the vines and the bridge. Looks very nice. This water feature wasn't here originally. I actually had to dig it out by hand and place all the water source blocks, and carries along all the way around here to the other side of the mountain, where we have a little lake here where we can harvest all our reeds for paper and stuff like that. Sorry, I just ran out of breath a little bit there. The only problem with these reeds is when they grow in, they tend to grow in way too thick. So I like having them, but the vines, is they tend to grow in way too thick. Anyway, here's a custom tree that I've tried to make, just make it look sort of like a weeping willow sort of thing. Over here, we have a bridge, and again with the red basing to it. I really like how that looks. There's another view of the river with the vines hanging down into it. I think it looks quite picturesque. Over here, we've got where the river goes down into the ocean, and I've made it sort of like a little rapids going down with some beautiful flowers over there. And in this direction over here, we can swim down maybe through the little river here and go onto this island, because on this island here, I'm thinking of building a lighthouse sort of thing go out into the ocean. And I've already laid down the base for it over here, if you can see. This is it over here with the bricks. It's actually in a circle, and circles in Minecraft are a lot easier to do than a lot of people think. How I build them, this is just my personal way of building them, is I start in the middle and then I count out how many spaces I want to go. So for instance, this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I place 2 blocks on either side. Or if it's a bigger circle, you'll place more blocks. You get the feel for it as you go along. But for a 7 wide circle, 7 block, so I guess it's 14 if you count the middle block, or 13 maybe. What you do is this sort of a shape. So you can, if you guys ever want to make a circle this big, this is how you do it. This is how you lay it out, and you can just build up from there. It makes your life a lot easier, because circles in Minecraft actually do look quite nice. It makes it much more natural than a blocky build. Over here we've got a little pathway that will eventually have a bridge leading to that island. Sorry if you can hear that car racing past in the background. And over here we have a pathway. I was waiting for this grass to grow in actually, so now I can extend the path outwards like that. Let's eat some food. Don't want to starve. So let's come this way. And over here is where I want to eventually build a little dock area. We've already got a boat there. And in this dock area, it will have a ship pointing in that direction, because in that direction is our portal to the end, not our nether portal. Sorry about that. Here's a little pig, one of the pigs that got left behind when I lured the pigs into my farm. So let's fly over this way, and then have to run the rest of the way. Come up here. So yeah, right up over there, you're wondering what that tower is. It's not quite finished yet. Eventually I want to have this sort of branch out into different areas and stuff like that. But for now it's just a little straight tower, and we got a little proper tower at the top there. And that tower leads right to the top platform from where we can jump off. From that top platform, sorry, my tongue is twisting. From that top platform we can fly very, very, very far. So, because the original goal of this series was to gain wings, which we have done now, I wanted to have a platform that we could jump off and really enjoy the sense of flight from, so that's why I built that platform over there. So now that it's nighttime, let's head on down here into this nether portal. Oh, wait. Before we do that, here's my nether wart farm behind the nether portal. As you can see, it's quite huge because I love those red blocks so much, so I try and grow a lot of nether wart so we can do it. And down here we have our proper survival storage area. So this is where all our blocks are stored, all our things. This is very ragtag at the moment. I need to get it more organized, but just a basic idea of all the resources that we've gathered so far. You can have a look and see through as we go through all these chests. Also didn't show you, but I got a whole bunch of wood in the chests by the wood farm over there. And this tunnel goes very, very far, about 1,000 blocks out that way. So it goes pretty far. And eventually what I want to do is dig up from there and see where we are. But for now, I don't think we've dug... sorry, words escaped me for a moment there. I don't think I've gone far enough outwards that it would make that bigger impact off screen. I mean, digging, yes. Words, thank you. Anyway, let's climb right to the top of this area here, and you'll see where we come out. We actually come out right by the stem of our giant build over here. So it's quite nicely disguised. Over here you can just walk past and not even notice it's there, and you can also drop down there without it affecting you too badly. Anyway, before creepers come and blow that area up, let's go into the nether portal over here. Quite interesting thing I've noticed. If you're on the other side of the nether portal, I don't think mobs... Oh, they do. They do notice you. We're going to have to deal with a witch when we go through. The other day I was looking, and it seemed like mobs didn't notice you when you were on the other side of a nether portal. I don't know why it was on that particular day that was the case. But anyway, hello. Coming to greet us, are you? You want to give us your magma cream, do you? Thank you very much. I'll take some magma cream. Always good to have excess of that. This is our nether area. And yes, I know it looks terrible. I really need to build some kind of nether hub or something that looks much better than this, especially with this granite. I don't know what I was thinking, building all these pathways and stuff out of granite like that. But yeah, I wised up and started using nether brick for this path. And this particular path over here, which is full of zombie pigmen. Wow, this is a very inhabited nether today for some reason. If we go down this way, ow, and try not to break my ankles on the way. If we come along here, this will lead us to our blaze farm. Now, the blaze farm is the most technical build I've ever done. It involves a whole bunch of pistons and redstone and stuff like that I am not too au fait with. I don't know too much about the whole redstone thing in this game. And yes, I did try and build an enchanting area down here to make use of all the experience that I was getting from it, but most of my bookshelves burnt up, unfortunately. And we do have an anvil and enchanting table still there. So this is the blaze farm over here. As you can see, we got a blaze spawner in there, and we got the farm built around it so that these pistons actually push down the blazes as they come. I don't know if we can get on top. Let's see if we can with some dirt here. Yep, we can. So you can watch from the top. You can see how the pistons actually push down the blazes into the area down below from where we can collect the XP. Now, because I'm so limited in my redstone knowledge, the actual crushing and whatnot I do by hand, I do by sword rather. Get my looting on them, get the experience and whatnot. Works out pretty well for me. I'm happy with it. So if we come down here, this is where all the blazes collect up. If I do want to do sort of like crush the ones at the back, I can, but I still have the ones in the front that I don't quite know how to crush up. I'm sure many of you out there that are redstone geniuses could do a much better design for this farm, but that's what I've got, and it works pretty well for me. I mean, I can go AFK for about an hour and then swing my sword, and I'm up to over 30 levels of experience very quickly. Anyway, I don't want to go that way. This is the way I want to come here to get back out of here. Tend to go the wrong way sometimes, but anyway, if we come, because the old way to the spawner was through that way, but we've got a much quicker way now. Straight from, I didn't realize how close this fortress was to where we came out in the nether, so I ended up going all the way out into the nether trying to find a fortress, and there was one right by us here. So let's eat some more food and come back up, and we're going to head back outside of the nether because I've got one more thing to show you on this tour, and then it will be pretty much done. Actually, I also have a I'll show. I've got 2 more things to show you guys, and then this tour will be pretty much done. Because the series hasn't been going on that long, but I feel that I've gained a lot of new subscribers lately, so a lot of you may not know what's really going on in this world, so I'd like to catch you guys up. Don't want you guys being left behind and not knowing what's going on. And I know a lot of you might not have time to go back and watch all those old episodes, so if you do, I suggest you do. In my opinion, there's a lot to see, because we love going out exploring, and seeing Minecraft terrain generation is always fun. Because that's the goal of this particular series, by the way, is to go and try and find all of the different biomes, get that achievement that we've seen all the different biomes that Minecraft has to offer. We're not too far from that, I believe. We've only got a few more biomes to see, and then we will be done. A skeleton is shooting me. Where is my bow? Ow, it is actually like very close to killing me. So let's just duck behind here quick and put on our chest plate. The only problem with the Elytra is that your armor situation suffers so badly by not having a chest plate on, especially when you're like me and used to wearing full diamond armor all the time. You don't notice how much protection it actually gives you until you don't have it. So anyway, I missed my minecart. I need to set up some sort of dispenser system over here. But anyway, as you can see, this is our little tunnel to the next area. You do not steal my minecart, sir. Thank you. Just not having any luck. Always the same when you want to make a video of something. Anyway, let's eat some food. And get this minecart down. And drop it on there and jump in and go. Okay. So hopefully that other minecart doesn't meet us back anyway. What was I saying? Yes, on this way we have our giant tunnel that leads us, as you can guess probably by the motif around us, to our prismarine farm. And the prismarine farm is a giant ongoing project that I have to try and get as many of these lovely looking blocks as I can, because I really do think that they look beautiful and they are worthwhile blocks to get. So what I'm going to do is, as soon as I get to the end over here, I'm going to jump off, because I think this other minecart is going to bounce us back. No? Okay. Didn't. Alrighty. Anyway, if we come up here, what we can actually... Maybe I should send one of those back just in case I fly back or something. Off you go. Thank you. Anyway, let's come up here. Over here, we have the actual water temple where we cleared out in one of the episodes, and I was so looking forward to beating one of those giant guys and experiencing the whole... that goes down your screen or whatnot, but it didn't happen, and I don't know why, because I went past, there's 2 of these and neither of them had it in, and I've also gone past another one later on off screen and it doesn't have them in. So I don't know if this world for some reason has a bug in it where it doesn't spawn the Elder Guardians. It spawns the smaller ones fortunately, but not the giant ones. Anyway, over here is where we have these little guys popping up and down. And as you can see, they swim all around here and try and kill me all the time while I'm trying to build this giant sand barrier to entrap them, so I don't blame them. But anyway, basically, once all this water is cleared out over here, what we want to do is we want to set up a spawner where these guys are constantly falling down and constantly providing us with these things over here, these prismarine crystals and the other drops that they drop, in order to give us more and more of these lovely, lovely blocks that they have. Yeah. Anyway, while I was clearing out that temple though, where I got all those other blocks from the tunnel, for the tunnel from, is while I was clearing out this temple of water, the more water I cleared out from that temple, the more of those guardians were spawning inside the temple. At one stage, there were so many in there that I couldn't even move because I was just surrounded by them. And just laying into them all the time as I cleared out the water gave me so many drops that I was able to use them. But I used them all up for that tunnel. I had like just a few to spare, and I actually had to get a few more in order to get those drops that I needed to finish the tunnel. Over here, however, is the very last thing in our tour that I want to show you guys. Over here is where our mob system is. Now, this mob system was built off screen because I wasn't too sure how to build a mob system. So what I did is I had to watch a tutorial while I was doing it, because this is the first working one I've built. In a previous world, I did try and build one on my own personal time, and it didn't turn out too well. I wasn't getting many drops from it. But this one works brilliantly. If I leave this thing overnight, I have a chest full of goodies. That is how well it works for me. I don't know if it's just the area it's situated in or whatnot, but I also get witches in it and stuff, which drop a lot of resources for me, so it works pretty well. Anyway, over here, if we come this way, like I was saying, we have the base of it, and if we go past Mr. Piggy over here, you can see the chests and whatnot through the trees here. This is where I store things from, and then I take them down to the long-time storage after there. So we got a whole bunch of rotten flesh, string, a whole bunch of stuff from witches and whatnot. That chest is empty at the moment because I cleared it out. Here we got some arrows and gunpowder. All the bones I've already taken across. Here's stuff that is left from when I was building it. And down here, we've already had a zombie drop while we're making this video into there and drop some of their rotten flesh. So yes, guys, it's just been a little video showing you my world and catching you up. I hope you guys have all enjoyed it. I know I've enjoyed making it for you as I climb up this ladder. Just to show you one final thing. Up at the top of this ladder is where I stand when I'm AFK by this mob farm. And surprisingly, I would have thought I would have run out of hunger or something, but you can actually stand here without running out of hunger because you don't move, nothing attacks you, so you're fine. So what I do is I line myself up between these torches here, and I find that I'm in the perfect position to activate all of these things, get them all spawning mobs and getting me nice drops. So yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode today. I've enjoyed making it for you. Thank you guys so much for being such an awesome group, and all the things that you do, all the subscribers I've gained. I really, really appreciate it. Hope to continue doing this, and hope you guys will continue enjoying the stuff I make. For now, as always, my name is Athais. Good night, and God bless. Bye!